Good evening, everybody. Good to be with you this evening. I want to say welcome. We've got our work cut out for us tonight, don't we? Let's take a look and see who's here. I'm going to give it a few minutes. Enjoy the music. Get that hot drink ready. Relax, get comfortable. Say hello to my good friend Max. Good to have you here, sir. Now we can begin. Elf Hunter, thanks for joining us. Dave, the GM. Returning viewers. Good to see returning viewers. Always good to see you guys. Solos, thanks for joining us. D20 Play. Great vibe coming from you, sir. Great vibe. Honing the craft. I like it. Right? Sharpening the steel. All the way from Australia, down under. My ear trumpet has been struck by lightning. Good to have you here. Timothy DeBurr. Adept Austin. Oh, we got the Big Bad himself. Good to have you here. Captain. Who else we got? Dice Tales. Yes. Yes. Hey, Brian is trying. Good to have you here. K Dolo. Beverage is hot. Really hot. You know, and I just had that happy accident where I like to put some raw, unpasteurized honey, you know? I need a little bit of sweetness. And it just so happened, you know, I brewed this herbal tea, and it's the perfect amount. Perfect amount. It's a good sign. Good sign. I skipped you, GM Marcus. I want to do that. Welcome. C. Messier 1. Messler. C. Messler 1. Good to see you. Fred Winslow. My friend Tyler. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, this one's a little more upbeat, isn't it? A little more modern. But you know what? I can get behind it. I like it. I like to switch things up, you know? Molten Throne. Sorry you're going to miss this one, but you know what? It'll be available for you to watch later on. Bacon, you're with the vibe. Good to see you. My Brazilian brother, Nick. Man, where's your power? Where is it? It's on the inside. The power armor is on the inside. Developed a certain amount of callousness to my soul, having watched a lot of actual plays. It changes you. It changes you. All right, so yeah, there we go. He's a fan of this. He likes a little more upbeat. That's okay. That's good. There we go. You know, I had to walk too, Max. Here's what happened to me. I had a bunch of chores to get done, get that done. And I was looking at this, I got just enough time for a walk. So I strapped on my weighted vest because I'm a try-hard walker. And I went for a brisk walk. And you know what happened? I got drenched. The heavens opened, got soaked. So I had to jump in the shower afterwards, warmed up a little bit. What else we got here? Power armor on the inside. That's right. That's what I said. Absolutely necessary. You know, those of you, and I think most of you fall into this camp, who have been with me for a few of these, know that I tend to focus a lot on speed. It's one of those things. You know, I think the default speed for tabletop role-playing games is wrong. It doesn't fit. And I think there are some things that we can do to fix that. I see it as a bit of an issue. Now, that said, it's good to have some pacing switches throughout the game. And what we're going to be looking at here, because I've really got this fixation now on how to improve combat through roleplay. We're going to look at the master himself. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to do this. I mean, I don't know. I didn't ask for permission. I have yet to ask for permission. Easier to ask for forgiveness, they say. Oh, Mr. Mercer, this is me asking for forgiveness. A little apprehensive, you know. I have to say, the first time I did one of these, I had this in my idea that I had this idea pop into my head. You know what, Crispy? I don't call myself that, by the way, but for your benefit, Crispy, you should start giving people advice that haven't asked you for it. Brilliant, I know. And since I got that idea and I made my first video, and the first comment on that video by an intelligent and discerning viewer on YouTube was, when are you going to look at Critical Role? And you know what? I struggled with it. Oh, Calvin's here. Fantastic. Represent from Alaska, the great state of Alaska. Anyway, as I was saying, got these questions right away saying, hey, listen, you got to look at Critical Role. And I'm not sure how to take that. On the one hand, I'm not convinced that it is what we're doing. Like, can we claim that there's an equivalency between a role-playing game with you and your friends and something as produced as Critical Role? Produced is a loaded word, right? You can get people all upset. You'll get upset, that's okay. But not right away. We're only 6 minutes in. We can't get upset right now. We gotta pace ourselves, okay? You're madly tapping away on that keyboard already. Man, I hate this guy. Anyway, I'm not sure that it's equivalent. I think it's more entertainment and done for. Oh, it's a little loud? You know what? I appreciate you guys. If you say it's a little loud, I believe you. It's a little loud. Let's dial it back. How's that? Is that better? Maybe just a touch more. There we go. All right, so you give me a thumbs up if that's a little better. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate that. So back to this quandary I'm having, because you know what? I do read the comments. I do. Sometimes I regret reading the comments. Most of the time I don't. Most of the time I'm reading the comments and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Oh, you know what, Fred? Thanks for joining us. If you look in the description, I always want to give, the attribution to the artist. So it's right there in the description. Just click on that. Voice is usually a bit more. Oh, okay, it's better now. All right, good. We're just getting started. We got to get these technical difficulties handled. All right, back to my thought. So the purpose of this isn't as much as you may think. It's not that I think these very successful professional game masters, professional YouTube D&D tubers, whatever, are looking for my advice. They're not, obviously. It's for you people. I care about people more like me, rank amateurs, that are looking for something in terms of actionable advice, things that they could try, in a more practical way. So that's what I'm trying to provide here. And the problem of looking at something like Critical Role isn't that it's bad entertainment. I mean, you can watch it. Some people really love it. I'm not one of them, but hey, teach their own. So is there something that's going to be practical? This is the issue. But the more I thought about it, here's my conclusion. The more I thought about this Critical Role phenomenon, the more I thought, there are a lot of people out there that watch Critical Role and say, I want to be more like Critical Role. And, fair enough. What else are you looking at? You're basing your assumptions on what to expect in the game on what you see happening. And here's one, and it's a big one. So there is such a thing as the Mercer effect. I've experienced it personally. Yes, even me. I was approached by a friend who owns a game shop. And he said, you know what, there's this group of good kids, or kids who were older than that. There's this D&D group, and because of work commitments or whatever, their dungeon master has to be away and the group is in danger of imploding. Would you mind stepping in and running a few games for them? So you know what? I've never done this, run a game in a game store. I wouldn't mind giving it a try. I'll try it. Sure, why not? So I meet with the players and I say, well, what kind of expectations do you have? What are you looking for? What kind of game are we running here? And they said, well, have you watched Critical Role? And I said, no, I'm aware of what it is, but I haven't watched it. And they said, well, if you watch that, then that's what we want. We want that. So can you be like that, like him? Oh, can you describe what that is? Well, what he does. And so, I mean, to be perfectly frank, I didn't change how I it was okay. I mean, it didn't go poorly, and they invited me to keep running the game. But by that time, I had realized that gaming with random people, bad idea. Just don't do it. Say no. Say no to gaming with randos. It's not going to end well. Nevertheless, this brings us right here. Here, where are we? Here's where we are. We're going to take a look at a game. This is Campaign 3, Episode 120. 120. Matt, good on you. 120. You're amazing. Amazing, right? Okay, I'm going to give you some advice, Matt. This is obviously not solicited. And who am I? I'm just some talking head. But the purpose of this is for you handsome and intelligent, discerning viewers of mine. Oh, right. I'm supposed to say at this point, like and subscribe. Why haven't you liked this video yet? Because I've given you nothing. That's why you haven't liked it. This is all just preamble. Anyway, I am trying to give these people some actionable things that I think will improve. And we're going to take a look at the biggest channel. You are, if not the biggest, right up there. And I think we're going to see some things right away that maybe we can take as lessons of how we would do it a little differently, right? These people are not like you and I. Like you say here, these are all voice actors or other actors. All right, let's cut the music. Love the music. We've got to cut the music. Thank you very much. And let's get into this. Now, where I've queued this up, just so you're all aware. Why did I do this? Okay. To be frank, I have not watched any of the seasons. So like they have, I was shocked. I always try to pick the last one, right? Because I figure that by this time, everyone at the table knows their characters. They know all the stuff that their character can do. They're familiar with the game rules. They're familiar with one another. They know how to read body language between the players. So there shouldn't be a whole lot of interrupting one another, because it's not really fair, in my view. It's not fair to take a look at the very first session, and at the very first session just say, well, everyone should know everything about how their character works and all their abilities and all the rules and yada, yada, yada. So I picked the last one, or the second to last one, whatever one is near the end. I don't vet the episodes. Like I don't say, oh, well, this one's particularly onerous. No, I just pick, well, this was the last one, the big climax, right? Because I feel like that should be, well, the climax. Everything should be top, right? And the hype is there and everyone's on their game. That's why. Okay, let's get into this. Now, where I've queued it up, so I'm just here, you can see right there, I'm only what am I in? 11 and a half minutes, almost 12 minutes in. And why? Because listen to how this starts. So let's go and have all your roll initiative again. Okay, calls for initiative. I mean, it seems kind of quiet. Can we make it louder? No, we can't. Dang it. Okay. This is him calling for initiative. 12 minutes, say. What happens? Now, in your games, you, like me, probably get into this habit of, okay, everything's like, right, don't make me call initiative. Oh, we called initiative. All right, so there's some problems with that, I think. And it's everyone's like, oh, okay, the problem is going to come up right away with the bard character. When is this? This is recent. I don't know how. When is this done? Hold on, let me see if I can. 3 months ago, this is when it became public. You probably got it earlier than that if you pay the money. I didn't pay for this, but thank you for making it available free, Matt and crew. Now, there's a few things I have to admit, and you know what? This is my bad, so I apologize. I only know his name, so you're going to have to help me. So this is Matthew Mercer, Game Master. Chetney, Loudna, Dorian, Breas. Who's this? Farn, Imogen, Orem, and Ashton. I don't know their names. They're like their player names. I don't. I'm sorry. Laudna is Marcia. That's Matt's wife. Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. The happy couple. So because I don't know their names very well, I'm just going to say their character. Right? That's probably cool. Oh, Sam. Yeah, I knew the Sam guy. This is Sam. Sam, right? That's Sam. Who else do we have here? I don't know this guy or this. I don't know. I'm going to have to move these. Okay, here we go. I don't know her or her. But there's 8 characters. There's 8 players. 8 players in your game. Holy smokes, man. All right, tip number 1, unsolicited advice number 1. Don't run games with 8 players. It's unwieldy. It's crazy. 8 players. Too many players. Yes, Cherry. Yes. Thanks, Sean. There's too many players there. Okay. Let's get going. He just called for initiative. Wait, hold on. Solos knows who they are. Okay. Ashley, Laura, Liam, and who's this guy? Who's right behind? Oh, you can't even see him. My apologies. Look at this big fat head right in front of him. He's playing Ashton. I might have to fix that. Should we fix that? No, I'm just going to leave it for now. Oh, maybe we can do this. Hold on. Let's try this. Okay, would that work? Yeah, now you can see him. Oh, yeah, perfect. This guy here. That's Taliesin? 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 Is that how you say it? Taliesin? It's a different name. I've never heard that name before. All right. Be nice. All right. So Travis. Okay, Chetney. Who's Chetney? That's Travis, is his name? See, I don't know this. I feel embarrassed. I should know this, I suppose. Celtic name. All right. Good. Taliesin. Okay. All right. So just called for initiative. Let's let it play for a bit. See what happens.
Let's have a conversation.
He's gonna grab you and jump back.
You can have a conversation. It'll just be on your turn.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Things are going badly wrong already. He called for initiative. Who's asking a question? Why are you asking a question? He called for initiative. That means someone's about to die, doesn't it? And Matt, good on you for saying, hey, can I just wanted to talk. Well, you can talk on your turn. Yes, that's right. In fact, it's a good practice to always be in some kind of turn order so that everyone knows they get a chance to role play, get a chance to say what where their character is and what their character is doing. Right? Oh, Robbie, Sam. Robbie is this guy here, Dorian. All right. But now already we're getting, can I ask a question? What's the question?
In that time between level 1 Predathos getting smoked and now, was there any kind of like breathing room, or is it
There's
instant?
there's a few moments.
Could I know it's in, since we're re-rolling initiative, could I have cast a shorty spell in that amount?
Absolutely not. Because now you know you're in initiative. You're asking if you can cast a spell. Excuse me. You know, now that I regulate, can I do this? Are you doing this just because now you're in combat? No, wait for your turn. The very first thing, this happens so often. I watch games, and the very first thing that someone does on their turn is say, can I? Don't do that.
Amount of time? Like a
Yeah.
minute?
A minute? I'll allow a minute.
Okay.
What are you casting?
All right. So,
just
after
got
that
a
spell,
minute?
I think Dorian was emboldened and confident for like the first time. And I'm just going to kind of give myself a little touch between the forehead. And I'm going to cast. It's not a short spell. It's a big. I'm going to cast 9th level Foresight.
Whoa!
Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
Nature gave it to us.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's great. You get like a
Who are you casting it on?
thing.
Myself.
Yourself? Okay.
Sorry.
So
Yeah,
with this you're used to doling out inspiration and taking it where you can, but as the threads of fate themselves still
Now, what are you doing? Why are you narrating this?
echo in your mind from that brief return to the matron's realm and coming back into this space, a bit of lost arcana focuses in your mind. And as you hold on to that distinct, unique thread, you grasp the markings of this ephemeral spell. And as you release it upon yourself, suddenly, at all points, you can see just a few moments into the future. And it's like these two different possibilities are overlapping, and you have a brief, stuttering moment of the moment ahead that's always right beyond your vision as the spell Foresight takes effect. So now you have, for the next, how long?
8 hours.
8 hours.
Whoa!
You, I believe it's initiative on all attacks, ability checks, and saving throws, period.
Advantage on attacks, ability checks, and saving
A
throws.
little bit of genetics.
Yeah.
And then other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
Poop spelled backwards is poop.
I see it.
It's always been there.
Wow. Whoa.
Shut up. This kind of thing drives me nuts. Why is so many people? First of all, he called for initiative 2 full minutes ago. Has anyone rolled initiative yet?
Upside down. Boob. What were we saying?
Are the hands backwards or is he doing this?
Is it?
I see.
Their current location, they don't seem like they're coming from any particular like form. They're just kind of emerging from the ground in places.
What?
We're not going to see a dick right around here.
Oh, why? What is with this player here? It's constantly. First of all, players, there's 8 of you, okay? Although I think that one of them, or these 2 guys here, seem to be quiet most of the time. Why? He asked you for just rolling initiative, and Laura is here with the gutter humor right away. Right away. Okay, so are we going to see his penis? I just like, come on. He called for initiative. Look at, you guys are getting paid how much an episode? Can you not? If you're going to role play as role players, why don't you do what role players would do? The game master calls for an initiative check. Everyone rolls. You get it. Like, it should not take long. Instead, we have a player already here talking about kaiju peen. This is why I put this off, okay? Because I'm not convinced that this sort of thing is applicable to your game and mine.
That would probably break TOS. But nevertheless, 25 to 20.
Oh, I didn't roll.
You should do that.
Oh, I didn't roll. He called for this 3 minutes ago. You guys still haven't even done it. Oh, can we get through one round? Let's just try to get through one round.
Yep.
Manage on initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 23.
Wowzers.
23.
Okay.
All right, we have Dorian up
So
top.
Dorian's up first. Oh.
Nobody else above 20?
I have a 19.
Listen,
Oh,
I have a
I also
19 as well.
I have a 21. I forgot to add my initiative. I got
This
above a 20.
is so painful.
Oh.
This is so painful. This is so painful for me to watch. I wish there was an ad break here.
So Dorian,
Chat.
Chet.
All right.
Rollies?
Rollies. for
Rollies.
19.
Rollies, let's go.
All right.
Unless you
Girlfriends,
just wanna
rollies.
go
I'm also in rollies for
girlfriends.
19.
19 as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Three-way rollies, let's go.
Rollies.
Yep.
Oh,
I got it.
How many people watch this? How many people? 563,000 views.
18 on my rollies.
18.
12.
13.
Okay.
All right. So we
That
have
was a three-way roll?
Yeah.
Imogen.
So
Wow.
Imogen.
Ash.
When you lost. Terribly.
And I
Ash.
was going to get to go with my
Blood bond.
girlfriend.
Hey, you two,
Oh,
shut up.
that would have been great.
third
Could've had-
wheel. Third wheel.
Get out of here, Ash.
You got the
And-
soda, she's got the popcorn. I gotta be in the middle.
Correct.
We have yet to hit the first turn. So we're not counting Mr. Retcon here. It's like, oh, you called for initiative? I wanted to do this thing before initiative. Try to justify that in the fiction of the world that you're supposed to be in. You're pretending you're in this world. The one with the whatever modern coloring. How would you justify that? Oh, I see that we're now going to be in combat. Before that happens, though, oh, man, this is not how to play. So, David, I'm glad you made this comment because it's just back to my story. These people new in the hobby. Crispy, can you run a game for us? We really want you to run it like Critical Role. Why would I don't hate you people. Why would I do that to you?
I love it.
And Orm had an 18?
Yeah, 18.
Oh, so Imogen.
not
So
in on the
all
rollies.
right, no. So you're at the end of that.
They were
Dorian,
19.
Chet, Imogen,
Right,
Ash,
okay.
and
That's a
Claude.
high. That's a
Okay.
triple.
That's high.
Yeah, that's a
Orm.
high initiative.
High.
I got a 12.
What'd you roll?
Oh, I got 13.
Oh, boy.
Sorry. Wait.
We're still on initiative, folks. We're still on initiative.
Fucking
Okay,
Out
so
of here.
We're ready.
and
Fern
then Brave.
and Boreas the Betrayer.
That's his full name.
And again.
Okay.
Alrighty, friends. As these massive claws
Okay. I don't know when to say this, so I'm going to hold on to it.
streaking through the air, their fingers kind of reaching, their massive scythe-like claws kind of cracking in the air as it expands, and the gargantuan crested head of Ferdathos roars. Its mouth lights up bright with like a glowing blue light, and you see a flicker of black energy within too that seems to
Black energy where?
within this.
Why you? Who's first of all, Matt, your claim to fame, and I think it's well deserved, is you have very evocative descriptions. Although you have a verbal tick, I'll mention it later. Just listen for it. Everyone will hear it. That said, your descriptions and the sound effects, top notch, like real top shelf stuff. But here's the problem. Who's paying attention? Because already we've got one player saying, what? Where is it? Where is it? What do you mean? Where is it? He just told you. He just described it. He just described it. And you're already asking him what? And then what's going on here? What is going on here? Why are they not paying attention? These two. Yeah, I'm happy they're having a good time hanging out. What I'm saying is this is supposed to be the pinnacle of D&D, isn't it? This is the pinnacle. This is what everyone aspires for this, supposedly. Okay, listen to me. These two down here, they better not be asking questions when it comes around to them. Who's paying attention? Okay, but from her eyes, this panel here should be looking this way. Do you got my cursor there? They should be looking this way. And this panel here, because of her eyes, should be looking this way. So who up here, I'm going to give, who's this, Travis? I'm going to give Travis the benefit of the doubt that he's just listening carefully. Are these two paying attention? Are these he looks like he could be paying attention or plotting a murder. I can't tell with that expression. She's paying attention, it looks like, because she looks nervous. But what are these two doing?
The core of its throat.
What are the odds? What's the over-under on that? Oh, I need a drink. Hold on. We might have to take pause breaks, like wellness check breaks.
What?
In his throat?
Okay.
All right, Dorian, you're up first to chat on deck. Let's go.
Okay, where is everybody?
You have Laudna over here.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm glad that it's funny, guys, but who's paying attention? Like, is anyone paying attention? I think he looks more enthralled with what's going on here.
Chetney over here, Reyes there, Ash and Fern are clustered up front with Orem, and then we have you're up there, and
Is she still making peen jokes? Is that what's going on here? Really?
Imogen is over to the right side.
Super serious.
Sorry, Ashton. God.
Okay. Could I'm gonna fly and get like right in the middle of this triangle in between Ash. Can I get there with?
Oh, I hate that so much. Can I get there? Can I get there? Look at, you've got a custom-made, sponsored by WizKids battle map thing here, right? Can I get there? Move in the world. You don't get a chance to test drive or hypothetical your turn.
40 feet, like
40
to the
feet?
ground.
Yeah, how,
between-
do you need a particular radius you're looking at? Or?
Yeah, like I'm trying to catch everybody 30 feet. Could I?
Okay, yeah, so you could lower yourself and do that?
Yeah,
That's totally doable.
kind of at an angle.
About there. You can get another 30 foot right
Okay.
there.
Okay, in your games, don't ask the game master. If you're a player, don't ask the game master, can I do something? Can I make it to this point? And if you're a game master and your players are doing that, you pull them aside, you beat them. No, just kidding. You tell the player, listen. This, yeah, I know. I am I'm sorry. I gotta let it go for a bit. I will after this. I will. You explain to your players, you do not ask me if there is could I do this? Okay. It's not, think of it this way. I'm not there. I'm not looking over your shoulder doing that. You're there. Your character is there. Don't ask me, could I do this? Can I do this? You describe what you're attempting. I attempt to move here. I don't even think you need to say I attempt. I scramble over here. I walk over here. I fly over there. And then if there's going to be a need for a check, then your game master will tell you. He will say, or she will say, or whatever their pronoun is, will say, listen, make a whatever check. And then you make the check. Game master's job is to set the difficulty. And if he doesn't say anything, then it happens. Okay, let's let it play for a bit. I'm going to try to let it play. Let me see how long I can let it play. Yep. See, I know. Yeah. Wait till you tell that guy. Listen, I'd rather you just role play. I heard earlier today someone said that he had told someone, "Hey, what? It's a role playing game. Why don't you role play?" And the dude threatened to punch him in the head or something. Don't tell me to role play in a role playing game. I will throat punch you. Crazy to me. Crazy to me how little role playing there is in this game.
Yeah, cool. And that would catch you.
It'll catch everybody but Chetney and Imogen.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cast, I think I can only do it at 5th level. I'm going to do Mass Cure Wounds for those. Just, we're starting off.
Go for it. So it's 5d8 plus your charisma? Or 3d8?
It's not. Yeah, it's only 3.
Sorry. Go
Does your
ahead.
foresight allow you to see D's?
What'd you say?
Nice try.
Oh, you almost
Yeah.
Like a fence.
I'm gonna cast Night Level Ligma pretty soon.
Oh, did you see this? 7, 7, 8, 14, 22 plus 3, 25 healing.
25 points of healing
For
to all you
everybody
in the...
the...
Everyone except for Chetney and Imogen.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay,
They don't
that
matter.
was needed. Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, blue boy.
I'm out of Bardic, so that ends my turn. Yeah.
Out of your turn.
Lorenzo.
Alrighty.
That's huge.
Finishing that go, Chetney, you're up.
Jesus. Yeah, let me go. This will be good.
Question.
Yes.
I had my
Here
brand
we go
of
again. Here we go again. So much crosstalk. So much.
castigation on the former Gundam Predathos Imogen.
Yeah.
Does that transfer to this?
It transfers to this one.
It does, just to the head.
Yeah, the Arcana is still bound to it. Like, even though the form's shattered, like, you could sense where it goes. And, like, Imogen was one who picked up on it. You kind of felt like, even though it shattered, it was still kind of ever present.
Matt, are you going to play her character? That's Imogen, right? This one? The one that has a lot of off-color jokes, but they're, like, super hilarious?
Almost like it's just all around you for a minute. And once the head emerges, it focuses once more. So the brand would be on this.
Amazing. It's so fucking high up there. You know what? It's just a head. I'm going to get close. Can I go 40 feet towards it?
I don't know. Can you?
Sure. It's going to be an athletics check to climb up the
Do you need to tell him that beforehand? Why?
side here. If
Yeah.
you want to go ahead and lean.
I don't know
come
a
up the
lot.
side?
Yeah.
Could have been close to you, cast John.
Athletics,
Correct.
which I have advantage on because I'm a.
You do indeed.
It's a natural 20 for a 30.
You leap up into the air and clear the majority of it, landing right on the cusp of this edge right there.
Amazing. That's just out of melee, right? Like 5 or 10 out of the way, or would you say?
Do you not want to be in melee?
I do. I would like.
Yeah, that is within melee.
Excellent. Don't you fall. I can see it slowly going and slowly doing it.
And,
Can I take 2 swings? Actually, I'll take. Yeah, I'll take 3 swings with my claws. Whoosh,
yes,
out.
you may.
Crimson right.
Can I do this? Can I?
Let's do it. First one is a 7. That is it's a 19 to hit.
19 does not hit.
Okay, good. We're figuring this out. Let's roll a little bit higher. That's much better. 17. It's a 27 to hit.
27 does it.
Okay, 27 and the last one. 10, dirty 20.
No.
Dirty 20 does not hit.
Dirty 20 does not hit.
Okay, why are you saying this to everybody? Like everyone's going to be using this. Look at her expression. Oh no.
On the dome.
So somewhere between
One
21 and
hit.
27.
Cool.
Okay, that's called metagaming. That's a paddling. Why are you metagaming this? I mean, you guys are supposed to be professionals, right? Definition of professionals, you get paid for it. Why? Maybe that's not a good definition.
Cool. Wiener Schnitzel.
He's back again. It's not safe.
Chrissy, where are you?
We just see the previous Crimson Right damage still applied. It was a 6. Okay, so 13
You guys shut up. It's not your turn.
plus 6. 19 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
And the Crimson Right is lightning.
Right. So you strike through it. As you do, your claw hits, looks like a density of this crystal matter kind of in this rough around its neck. And so you tear through it and it damages it, but none of it quite gets through to the meat of the Predatho's head. Looks like this crystal is almost like an armor that holds a specific or absorbs a bit of the damage. Also, in striking the crystal as it shatters around you, this like reverberating hum that always kind of apparates around Predathos in this chamber. You hit it as the crystal shatter. There's like a psychic feedback that blasts off its head, and you take 3 points of psychic damage.
Oh, that's good to know. Also,
Just from hitting the crystals? Or from
Why are you no questions from you? No questions.
Hitting the, it's just all around the head.
From
Okay. Why would your character oh, yes. You get the prize. Yes. I wasn't sure when I was going to bring it up.
From it striking towards the head, the crystals seemed to absorb the blow that he dealt it.
Okay.
And when you impacted the crystals, you took psychic damage.
Okay.
only because I don't want to fuck it up. Because of the temporary level up, I got Branded the Voracious, which means I get advantage on saving throw.
Dude, I trust you, Travis. You seem like a stand-up guy. I don't want you to try to justify what your character can do. I trust you that you're not cheating. Didn't they kick out the guy that was cheating? I mean, I'm not a critter, okay? So I don't know all of the things, but I've seen enough other people talking about, GM mistakes and when Matt Mercer made a mistake and whatever it was, and they do this kind of thing, and they always bring up some guy that was I guess he was a bad fit, whatever his name was. I don't even know. Okay. I don't really care. Evidently he was cheating or something about mirrors. I don't know. Anyhow, play games with people that you can trust that are not trying to win by cheating the system, right? Because then you avoid this situation where Travis is now, oh, by the way, I have this thing because this and this and this and this. Okay, I just trust that you know how to play the game. It's episode 120 for crying out loud.
Throws from my Bloodlust feature, but I also get on a branded creature advantage against the branded creature while I'm in my hybrid form. Could I roll one more time?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay.
One more for the top one.
That's
Good
crap.
on you, sir.
Oh, is it 20?
That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
All right, so the third hit would be a crit. So I'll allow that.
Okay.
Yes.
So you strike with the first one still misses. The second one hits and glides through a bunch of the crystals and like reverberates.
Didn't you already narrate this, Matt? Why are you doing it again? I advocate, and something you may want to consider, Matthew, is having your players narrate these things. Now, you don't have to narrate everything. Maybe they just narrate the successes, or maybe they just narrate their failures. There's so much re-narration going on. Now, your description's great, but there's so much of it, Matt.
Off. You get kind of furious and angry, kind of tapping into your wolven form, and then strike for a crit on the last one.
So take those 19 hit points back. That was what I did the first time. So this is 7, 14.
So 19 still matters because that's still a hit. We're having you roll both of those. Although the second one would have been crit, right?
Yeah, because the third one missed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so taking those back.
21 plus 5.
That's a risk we're going to have to take. Okay. We're going to have to take that. This is number 2 of 8.
28 points this time.
Already.
And that'll be it, I believe. Yes.
All right. So do all the attacks have advantage?
Oh, they do. So the third one, I get one more.
You get one more to go.
It's natural one. So this is anyway.
So miss, crit, miss.
Great.
Awesome. All right, finishing your go. It's that. All right, so it is now initiative count 20.
There's that damn thing again.
Now. So that's still.
After you smash into the head, the ground seems to tear open and it vanishes beneath.
Oh no!
Oh.
I have a funny feeling.
We did it.
This stone explodes in a shower of dust as the head appears
I don't like it.
right there.
It's moving independently. Do I get a reaction attack?
Unfortunately, no, because as it burrows through the ground, by the time it leaves your melee, it's underground. So you'll be
Plus, I
striking
also
the
just
dirt.
shit myself when it moved in front
Also
of me.
true. It appears right before you brace.
Oh my god, he's gonna be able to swallow us.
No, don't even say that. He probably wasn't thinking of it until you said it.
Yeah, right.
My God will protect me.
Okay.
Does anyone here think that anyone at this table is in any risk of dying? Their characters, I mean.
That's a good idea.
Imogen,
Huh?
it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
So not only does it take us an intolerably long time to just set the initiative order, and now no one still. I thought that this thing, I was expecting, Matt, for you to do your trick. The trick is who's on deck, right? I'm listening for it. Maybe I missed it. So if it's her turn, who's on deck?
Oh fuck.
Save us.
This is it. How do you want to do this? All right. Thanks, matron. I'm gonna cast Blade of Disaster. So this
Good name.
rift of the red energy where my Rylorans were coming through before, it like opens up, but this time it's like sharp and it has its own form. It can move. The rift just starts spinning around. And I'm gonna do it right above the head.
All right, right above the head.
Right on the head.
Alrighty.
It's a
So
sharp
as it
hole.
lands up there.
Just on the
As the blade itself appears, it has like elements of kind
Matt, she narrated it. And she resisted the urge. Amazing, but she resisted the urge to add some peen joke in here. Green screen. And dark magic. Why are you re-narrating this?
some of the faintest kind of ruidian glass, kind of a marbling through it, and your kind of purple-ish bolts like arc up and down it as it kind of spins slowly in the air. So you get to make 2 attacks with it.
Okay.
Your spell attack.
Okay.
That will be a 23.
23 hits.
Okay.
So that's 40-12, I think,
40-12.
force damage.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. 21, 28, 27, 20. Okay, wait. Sorry. 21, 28, 34 points
Whoa!
of force damage.
Super good roll.
That was a pretty high roll there.
That's so. Sorry, was that 38? Was that so 30?
34.
34.
All right.
You'd have less of that, Matt, if these people would stop talking when it's not their turn.
And then I do it again.
Oh!
Awesome.
Okay, so first off, the strike hits, and the
Did we get the timestamp? You know what? I think where were we, guys? Were we at 11:50? We're going to say it was about 11:50.
the crystals across the head, it carves through and they shatter from around the sides of it, and it cuts into the actual flesh of it. It looks like it's broken open the glass shield that it seems to keep around its neck.
Amazing.
And so the damage.
Stop saying seems. Kind of like
actually cuts into part of it.
Now I have a question.
Yeah.
What did I say? No questions.
With my transmutable spell attacks, I can change. I think it's only with elemental. Just ignore me. I'm just going to keep going.
That's a great idea.
So I rolled a 10 plus 14, 24. That hits.
24 hits.
This one's not as good. 13, 15,
20 points of force damage on the second hit.
20 points of force damage. Great.
Yeah.
2 carvings. That this one just goes through and just like starts slicing into it. The force damage. The blade just kind of cutting off sections of its outer like hide, and it's like heavy armored like outer shell.
Okay.
So
that's my
bonus action.
For my action, I am going now. I have a question.
What's your question?
Again? How many questions do you get on your turn? Spoiler alert, it's 0. You get actions on your turn. It's different. If you need more information, then you get that in. It's better to get that in character. This is what I've been saying. This is what I'm saying. It's just, it's hard. It's hard to. Cue the peen joke.
Question, Laura.
Do the hands make individual saves?
Why would he be obligated to tell you the answer to that? Excuse me, Mr. GM. Can you tell me, how do I win this? How do I win it? Can you just tell me the win? Give me the win. Matt, I'm worried that your players have been trained to do this.
Like if I attack the hand with a spell that's got.
If I attack the hand with a spell, could you tell me what would happen if I did that? Oh, it wouldn't work? Oh, never mind. I didn't do that.
Like an intelligence saving throw. Can I do that?
You can. While it is a singular entity and it's based on the similar, they all share.
Okay, my suspicion confirmed. What's happening here is that the players are conditioned that on their turn, they just ask questions to find the win condition.
Some of the stats, at least, so they would take individual saves and be affected individually.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Mind you, if it's a spell that affects a mind, it won't affect the hands likely.
So the hands can't take psychic damage.
They can, although the whole form is still psychically resonant. I'll say, and it's.
Why would you give? What is this? If you don't something your character should, if you don't know something your character should, a rules cover. No, this is objectively wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Who are you asking the question to? The sky? No, you're wrong. You can hate me all you want, but you're wrong. It's clearly the wrong way of going about things. Clearly. It results in this.
Size as well, but like you couldn't like try and charm a hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Girl, those nails are busted.
Okay.
These are gels.
But I'll say that because of the glass, which is particularly psychically resonant by its build,
I can focus on that.
you could probably focus on that to try and like harm the
How long is this turn going to be? How long is this turn going to be?
It's there, yeah.
It's going to be as long as we get another question, right? Everyone's got to get a question because we've got to get more clarification. We always have to get more clarification. No one has to imagine anything. I just have to ask questions to get more clarification, Here's the question. How many clarifying questions do you need? How many do you need? And this is what leads to this. Okay. This leads to, well, instead of getting clarifying questions because I didn't quite understand your description, which there's ways to do that in character, but let's just instead it jumps to can I just test drive this turn and you can tell me whether or not that's going to work? So I take turns before I actually take the turn.
I'd allow that.
Colors on these acrylics.
You should see this bitch try and type.
Are we press on still?
Oh God, what do I do? I want to do this.
I want to try it just to see how it does. I'm going to try to mind sliver the hand.
The hand in the middle?
Sure.
All right. It's an intelligence saving throw?
It is.
All right.
Beat the thumb.
Natural 1.
Oh, sweet.
And so
That's a dumb hand.
That bitch takes 4d6 psychic damage from me.
all right.
The hand.
The hand takes psychic damage from me.
Amazing.
Kill it with the hand.
That's cocked. Okay. 5, 7. 7 plus 5 is 12.
Yep.
12 points of psychic damage.
12 points of psychic damage?
But then, and subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw.
That hand takes.
That hand takes.
You
before
got it.
my next turn.
Did it
Awesome.
look like, from my perspective, that the psychic damage was effective?
Or did it
From what
seem
you
like?
Isn't that metagaming?
Tell it's the hand kind of like it like tenses for a moment and the hands relax and kind of like flex for a moment
It does have some music in the background, but I don't know. Maybe it's getting filtered out.
from the impact.
So it can take psychic damage.
Seems so.
Okay.
Okay. Good to
Alrighty.
know. Good to know.
God.
You want to move or you want to stay put?
Well, I'm afraid it's going to turn the head's going to turn into a.
Your turn's over. Sit down. Your turn is over. Go to the next person, please.
I'm going to scoot over right here.
Whose turn is it, by the way? He went first, then Travis, then I keep forgetting her name. I apologize. Laura, I think. That's Laura? Anyway, whoever she is. And she took a very long turn, and now she's still talking.
Okay, so you go ahead and glide over to this spot there.
Okay. All right. So she had to move too. Oh, boy, this is painful.
All right, end of your turn. It's going to spend 2 legendary actions.
There we go.
I don't understand why so many people do this. To me, this is a sign of not trusting one another to play the game and not cheat. Like to have to decide, okay, well, yeah, this is where he's using a legendary action, so I get to do this. So I don't ever think that. When I'm playing in a game, I trust that the game master is not being unfair, but I just trust them. So would they say something happens? I don't say, hey, wait a second, he already did his move. How is he doing that? I never do that. Do you guys do that in chat? You do that? You're like, hey, excuse me, Mr. Game Master, excuse me. Can you please tell me what mechanic allowed you to do that? Do you guys do that in your games? Boy, oh boy, I hope you don't do that in your game. And yet I watch these games and it's always like this. It's always this, oh, because of this legendary or a lair action or a da-da-da-da. Why?
Choose one of its special attacks.
Wait, not yet.
It's going to use Shriek of Oblivion. So that glowing mass of black energy that's like billowing in the throat as the crystals that do remain.
How do they know the name of this thing? This seems like an anime thing. You know the name? I do. What is it? Pikachu, do the thing. I choose you. Do super discriminatory is what I was gonna disintegration ray thingy. No, not that.
Around its head also take on that darkened coloration like it had done in the previous phase of this battle.
Oh no, he's doing the thing. It's the super discriminatory ray, not that one. No.
Battle. All the crystals just go jet black. Its eyes go jet black, and that small little black void in its throat just gets larger and larger. All of you, kind of in the center of the room, feel the temperature begin to drop. And it's kind of like you hear all sound disappear for a brief second. Just quiet. This absolute shrieking beam of black energy just like arcs out with this high-pitched tearing noise and just carves through everybody right there in the middle.
That sound's usually associated with death and stuff.
I would like...
Is this a spell or an ability? This is
Again, with the questions. Again.
This is an ability.
right?
I would like Breas, Fern, and technically it's not going to get Mister. And then also Ashton.
I'm
Orm.
really small and I'm still there.
Yeah,
in case you can't see me.
Orm, yeah, it's a line, so it will not get you or Mister, but it will get Ashton, it will get Fern, it will get Breas. I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
All right.
Is this
You have my sympathies because I'm a blood hunter.
is this a spell? Is this a
You got a D4. Anybody who's within 10 feet of me still gets a D4 because I haven't dropped that yet.
spell? Is this a spell or other magical effect? Right?
I would consider it a magical effect.
You would?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
It's just a deck save. Quick, reflect, whatever. Just do the thing. It's one roll.
Wait, is it a spell?
it's a magical effect.
All right. So, Fern,
23.
23. You just managed to dive out of the way, and it whips by with no impact.
Whoa!
Wow.
Nice.
Is that evasion?
Ashton,
No, that was just
No,
a
it's
save.
just a
19.
Just a good save.
Ashton, you try and move, and unfortunately, it catches you in the shoulder, and it almost pulls you in, and you feel yourself just kind of tossed and curled into space. You take 62 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, it's just a giant disintegrate.
Breas, what'd you get?
18.
You also take 62 points of necrotic damage.
My God.
Cool.
As both of you get caught up in this beam, it's still like
Yeah, this is kind of the thing. I think it's the big climactic. They're fighting some god thing.
like slowly withers into a small beam and then vanishes, and it closes its jaw as black kind of soot-like energy kind of billows out the side like steam vents.
The kind of thing, it's tough. We all have verbal tics. We all do.
And the two of you just feel like you were like spiritually ravaged by some terrifying essence of a long dead god.
Oh boy.
All right.
Ouch. We might have a smaller class here in a second.
With that, Ashton, you're up with Laudna on deck.
Oh my God.
Okay, so this is the big thing that most people point to, Matthew, when they look at your games and they say, this is how he speeds up combat, is he says, so-and-so's turn with so-and-so on deck. Let's see if it made any difference at all.
Spread out.
Don't be in a line.
But it can tell.
Yeah, but just make triangles.
Triangulation.
Make complex shapes.
Okay.
Serpentine.
I don't know if I'm within. I assume that I'm within striking range of that hand.
The hand. We still have to get into melee with it.
Okay, but I'm not. I mean, it can't. If I try and get around it, can it take its way?
You are within its.
If I try to get around it, can it hit me? How is that an element? This is the other reason why I'm anti questions, especially out of character questions. In character, sure. Out of character, no. Because this is the kind of questions you're going to get.
It's melee range,
Okay.
but it is not within yours.
I'm going to move over to get some advantage on this.
You're
Just
shift there to get in kind of opposite melee with Fern.
Yeah, just so I can move around a little bit more. I want to.
You got
make sure I save, and I'm going to take my first attack.
Let's go.
Ow!
Kill it.
Yep, working on it. 17, 20, 32 to hit.
That
Something
hits.
stupid. And that's I can re-roll that one. I don't like that. Ugh, even worse. That's 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage to the hand. Alrighty.
Yeah. For me, that's fine.
A heavy crack into its side as the fingers kind of pull back for a second. They kind of grasp in the air near you, but you
And
continue
then
your attack.
after that first right-handed swing, I'm going to try and just come back with a left-handed swing. And, oh, that's awful, but it still will probably hit. That's 21 to hit.
21 hits, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The hand? The hand?
Yeah,
The
the hand.
21 hits the hand.
Oh, my God.
And hear everyone in the background. 21 hits. 21 hits the hand. 21 hits the hand.
Stop it.
That's better.
That's 24 points of damage.
Nice.
Nice.
From that backhand. And then I'm going to, I know we were in the line, but it's worth it. I'm going to roll around so that I've got Fern and Orem within 10 feet of me so they can maintain the
It's about
D4.
25 feet to get over there.
So 30, 35, 40 next to Orem. So
30, 35, 40
Yep.
will get you about there.
Yep.
Which means Orem can get in the radius, but Fern will just be out of it.
Oh, is Fern's more than 10 feet away?
Correct.
Oh,
Boom.
okay. That's right.
Um,
And that-
Orem,
Okay, not terrible. I mean, not terrible. So, yeah, his turn wasn't. It was certainly a lot faster. I mean, I can live with that for sure.
because of your passive perception, you notice that as Ashen is hammering into the side of this hand with each impact, the head seems to recoil slightly with each of the impacts. So there is a connection amongst them.
Okay.
You pick up on.
Between the what? There is a connection between
Damaging the hand damages the whole.
The face looks ouchy.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little.
Okay.
Got it.
He's on the rope.
I don't know, Matt. I think you're giving
At
away
the
a
end of your
lot.
turn, Ashen,
Bloody.
it's going to use this last legendary action.
Cool.
It's going to go ahead and activate the hand there in the center. The one of the limbs of a Predathos, the evolving. It's gonna
The
go-
evolve.
Yeah, I like this too. I think that's important.
It's going to go ahead.
Okay, what you pay attention.
And
pardon?
it's going to take a meteoric slam attack. So it's going to make an attack against all creatures within 5 feet of the arm, which is Fern, Ashton, and Orem. So it makes an attack of all creatures.
There's things getting missed here because people aren't paying attention to the game master. It's just should be a given. You pay attention to what's going on.
Within 5 feet. The hand curls into a massive fist, raises up, and then pulls its fist straight down into the ground like a hammer and blasts this radius right around it. So everyone is immediately next to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to hit. So against Fern, that is 28.
That hits.
Against Orem, natural 1.
Hey.
And against Ashton, that's going to be a 31.
Oh, my Lord.
Just above her.
It just hits.
So Ashton and Fern both take.
Yeah, I wonder this. I wonder if it'll be different. Maybe we'll take another look. I don't usually go back to the same content creators, but maybe it's worth taking a look. We're halfway through the initiative order, by the way.
26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Halved for me.
Right. And does it take damage for striking you with melee, Fern?
Oh.
Because you're flame form?
Yes, but you take a D8 of
Fire damage.
Fire damage.
It also blasts you all 5 feet back.
Oh, it doesn't blast me 5 feet back.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
3 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Oh, also, hold
Orem
on.
doesn't
I can
hit,
do
so
a
it doesn't
thing
do that.
really quickly.
So it's 5 more points of damage.
Where is it?
I need a drink.
When I was this is a melee attack, so I'm going to do 1d8 fire damage just because.
Go for it.
Hell not.
See, I think this is a very good point. I purposely chose a late session in the season.
Yellow. That's 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And technically, they should be pushed 10 feet away from me, but I don't know how that would work.
This actually cannot have its cannot be pushed nor
Touche.
have its speed.
Very
reduced.
fair.
Alrighty. With that finishing actions go, Laudna, you're up with Orm on deck.
Okay.
Okay. So he did his thing again. Ashton's up. Oren is on deck. Let's see.
The game.
Win the game.
This is it.
Please.
This is the move.
I take out my ball bearings. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, let's go.
So here for it.
I mean,
Built the pinball table.
My secret weakness.
I'm going to reach out to this hand that's right in front of me, and I'm going to go, honestly, it's a pleasure to meet you. We've heard so much about you. And I'm going to shake its hand and do Hunger of the Shadow Shard.
What?
No.
okay.
I'm going to
Pikachu, do the thing.
just,
Words, you know, it's good.
It's a good one.
yeah. I'm just going to zap a little bit of its essence out of its body.
Let's go.
And see what happens, because I'm kind of curious.
All right, go ahead and roll for an attack.
Wake me up inside.
Wake me up. Okay. 24.
24 hits.
Fantastic. It's 48 plus 5.
If you guys are metagaming what it takes to hit anyway, like why don't just say? And then from then on we don't have to repeat it. You just know. I just hit.
Should have prepped these D8s.
That's right. They're not anodized ball bearings, but they'll do.
6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 15. So 20 points of necrotic damage.
20 points of necrotic damage.
And I get back a warlock spell slot.
Yes, you do.
Yay!
Oh no, it's a warlock.
So that's your action.
That's my action, and just like, just because of the nature of this, why did you just reload? I did not
Mine's been
ask
doing
you
it
to do that.
nonstop. Every
Okay,
single
we're fine.
time
I
move
didn't
the
touch
page,
it.
It reloads.
Since the nature of that spell is to like suck the essence, like the magical essence out of it, do I
Like watching actual plays.
like get anything? Do I sense anything from?
Make an insight check for me.
Okay. Insight check. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. It didn't count. I didn't know what it was.
Does it have a peanut allergy?
That's not
We'll find out. Let's see how high she rolls.
I painted it.
I don't think this is good, dude.
11.
11.
Terrible.
I mean, you don't gain any new information. You do sense that it is drawing a power source from within itself that it's already done in the previous phase before, where its crystals darken. So that's there.
Not a good sign. People yawning. We're 40 minutes in.
That's all you can really ascertain, though.
Okay, that's okay. It was worth a try.
All right, you want to stay put?
The other, well, no. Would you? Is this hole placed in like dim light?
They're in the same, like this is the same place they fought in their last session, isn't it? It was just a different version of this boss battle. That was 4 hours too, wasn't it?
I'd say it's fairly dim light, although the crystals glow and like the place kind of can change and shift based on the lighting. But it's kind of generally dim light.
I would like to use my brand new Shadow Walk ability that I just got, where I can teleport 120 feet into a place of dim light and or shadow.
So that's part of your movement, or is it bonus action?
That's a bonus action.
Yeah, I mean, there are all manner of sections where there is shadow, like in the crevices, not in the central battlefield, but any place where there isn't like a crystal cluster, you can teleport to.
Or where you're not in a line.
Yeah,
Shadow right
correct.
underneath me, baby.
Can I?
So many turns that start this way. Can I?
Oh, I know.
It's real dark in this
I'm
track.
all, I'm
Why is everyone talking? It's her turn. It's entertainment. I think the entertainment really is just watching friends be around each other, that enjoy each other's company. I think that's what this really is.
all up in that. Can I be like
D12 inspiration?
a little crazy and maybe get like up here?
Yeah, see, I get a lot of heat saying, "Oh, you got to have a battle map because then it adds the tactical element of the game. I don't know. I don't see any material reduction in the number of questions when you have a battle map versus when you don't.
That's crazy.
I got a shadow for
If you want to, there is, well, from what you can see,
Like on
up here, there would be some shadow, probably.
I don't like the kind of top-down, omniscient. I can see the whole map. I can do all the thing.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
And then I'm kind of.
So you step, you probably move around to here to find a bit of shadow on this side, and then apparate over onto this part.
Yeah. That was cool. Thank you, matron.
And with that, he's done. Dread there.
The story of White Fang.
All right. That finishes Laudna's go. Orm, you're up.
All right, although that rock and stone just blasted past me, but I'm so small that it all missed me. I start to sprint around this way. I'm going to leap up onto Brayish's shoulder and kick off and try to spring onto the God Eater's head.
Good. That's good. That's solid.
All right. So go ahead and roll an acrobatics check for me.
That is a...
That was good. That was good. I like that. There is hope.
20, dirty 20.
You leap up onto the top of its crested head. You do leave the attack.
We did a dungeon crawl. You can see it's in there.
Range of the claw, so that's going to attack of opportunity on you.
Absolutely.
That is going to be a 30.
Yeah, that hits a little bit.
Wow.
All right, so its ruinous claw strikes towards you.
Ruinous claw.
That's
Silver bars. This is as he's passing me, yeah?
Yep.
I'm going to use my reaction.
Jumped off your shoulder.
To activate Truth Bearer.
I know. You know what? You got to pick the hills you're willing to die on, right? You got to pick them. I will maintain, I continue to maintain that it is by far superior to keep your role playing in the present tense. But boy, oh boy, every time I mention it, you're nitpicking. Well, that's true, but I do think it's materially better.
Fable plate of Uthor Venrock.
Yes.
And impose disadvantage on this attack.
Okay.
Ooh.
That reduces it to a 17.
Misses.
Yay.
Natural 4.
Wow.
There you go.
Fable plate of Uthor Venrock.
Yeah, but the whole thing every time it doesn't work.
Yep. Plus a blade of Windseeker? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry. All right. So from that goes ahead, and because Orms leap onto it, the attack strikes towards you as you feel like the shadow comes.
It's on a set map, but I didn't give the map to the players.
Over you, Breas steps in and just kind of deflects it off of the shield as you dart off of Breas and land onto the top of its head.
Matt, I will argue that your descriptions are really, really good, but you have a player here. This guy, what's his name again? This guy here, he's a good player. Like so far, I've been impressed with both these guys because Liam, that's Liam. I think Liam had a really good turn. And I don't think that there's anything to be added to what he already did. Listen, like his description of vaulting off the shoulder and onto the head was fantastic. It was very cinematic. I could picture it. These two guys here, really solid. But it's not necessary for you to recast, re-narrate it.
You can trust me.
I hear him shout the name of his armor, and the giant hands slam into the ground. I land on top of this thing's head.
Present tense. Do you hear this? He's speaking in present tense. That's really good. Really good. Man, I'm glad that we toughed it out this far.
Hold up a blade, blessed by the Wild Mother, and begin to slash into its eyes. Fantastic.
Fantastic. I love it. That's great role play right there.
Here we go.
Go for it.
Why did I do advantage? They were both 18. Could we call it 18?
Sure.
It's whatever. You're going to make little mistakes here and there. Just water under the bridge.
All right.
we call it?
If it was any different, I would say reroll, but
Yeah, I can roll. I can roll again.
No, it was. They were both 18.
They were both 18.
I saw
Did they touch each other?
So that is a 20. That's a 32 to hit. So, and I still have, he's still covered in, Orm's still covered in small little tendrils of vine and dark flowers.
Correct.
X is still up. So first slash is 22. One die. Second one probably going to miss.
as
That
a
is
reaction, it's going to use condensed glass. You watch as it cyclically pulls glass shards from the nearby ground in.
I don't think there's anything to be added by naming the move. That's why I was kind of teasing the thing about the Pokemon. Just describe what happens. Like glass nearby is pulled into this claw or to this head.
To it and immediately gains 20 temporary hit points.
You don't, I don't.
Okay,
Again, I don't. Oh, we got a disaster. I don't think it's necessary to tell that to say, oh, you see it get 20 temporary hit points. How do you know? How do you see something getting 20 temporary hit points? You just described that the glass forms around, closing up over gaps in its crystal exoskeleton thing. Oh, it looks like it healed itself. Someone says in character. Just kidding.
So the first attack, how much damage it was?
It was 22.
22. All right.
But honestly, Liam, solid turn.
So it 2 points of damage to get across to Progothos. It wipes out the temporary hit points, but you do immediately take from impacting the crystal shards around it.
Yeah.
You take 8 points of psychic damage.
Half to 4 because of my potion of invulnerability.
Truth.
You can just do that in the background, Liam. I trust you. I trust you. He can just say it's 8 damage, and you go, well, yeah, I know, but I have that. We trust you.
How long does that potion last for?
How important is it? Now we have to look it up, and
I don't know. I bet it's
Definitely an hour, not 10 minutes.
Even if it was
Definitely not.
10 minutes. Even if it was a minute, he just took
For
it.
1 minute.
He just took it though.
He took it at the end of the last fight, and if I allowed him a minute to cast,
gave DM give it. DM take it away.
don't feel bad. It would have probably been the same thing. So the potion of vulnerability, unfortunately, is no longer in effect.
You're saying correctly
he
that
just
if Aaron
took
dies,
it.
it's Robbie's fault.
It's the actually worked effect.
There's only 8 points of psychic damage
So far.
but you've blasted through its briefly condensed glass shield.
Sure. Second attack was a 17 and misses.
Well, that's miss, unfortunately. Yes.
Next up, we have a
Saying he likes
21
Robbie.
to hit.
21.
Yeah.
Just misses the head. Okay, so the head
What
is
was it?
21 missed.
Okay, yeah.
So that was 1 slash out of 3. I will action surge since I'm up here.
Okay.
Same exact roll. So that misses. That's a 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
Okay.
22.
10, 21 points of damage.
21 points of
And
damage.
for the last one, as I'm just trying to carve at its eye, I keep rolling 2. That misses.
Oh.
Very low.
Its head.
thank you for just saying failure. Just thank you for doing that, Liam. Now you know what the number is. It should just be failure or success.
It is like shifting around as you're like trying to hold on with your shield in one hand and the blade in the other. Your couple of strikes just go free into the air, not quite hitting it. You bring it down and jam it in a couple times and actually like push about a good solid foot into its top of its head crest and then pull free, kind of an arc of Progothos blood kind of spraying through the air as you're barely holding on as it's shifting, kind of like riding it. Does that finish your turn?
No, with my 35 passive perception, I realized that I did almost nothing and say, think we're kind of fucked. That's it.
Okay. That finishes Orm's go. It is now.
No, I didn't. That would require me to have more planning than I do.
Prodathos' turn.
Buck.
Whose turn?
Prodathos' turn.
After Orem.
Yeah.
Pradoth.
Do.
Prodathos is going to first make a special attack. It's going to use Maw of the Red End.
Stop it.
So face 5 words.
The maw of the red end, not the maw of the red end. Don't do the maw of the red end. Do that. How would they know? How would they know that these things have names? Why? I don't understand the utility of naming the moves. And again, everyone's talking. Yeah, exactly, Tyler. Whose turn is it?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Against you, since you're on top of its head.
Yeah.
That's going to be 25 to hit.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you take.
I hear that's a good drama school.
Oh, why are you talking? Why are you talking? Does she get a pass because she's married to the guy? Why is she?
I attended Protra for 2 years.
38 points of
Why is he talking?
piercing damage.
Don't worry, I have my potion of. Nope, I take 30 points.
30 points of piercing damage. As the head, as you're trying to hold on, the head seems to like buck upward and kick you off the front of the nose, and you go tumbling into the air. As you're spitting in the air, you kind of look down and see its mouth open up from below, and its teeth come down onto you, and so that piercing damage is all of its razor sharp teeth should have crushing into your body and piercing your torso. Make a strength saving throw for me, please.
No, that's gonna go well.
You're being bitten by a god eater.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is not enough.
Oh.
And he dies. Spoiler alert. Liam's character just died. A god bit him in half.
My
You watch
God.
as Orem is devoured.
I told you.
Just vanishes inside and opens its mouth, and the glow from the inside begins to like build again, and Orem is nowhere to be seen. Orem, you are now like squeezed down into this like somewhat rugged, almost calloused feeling gullet that is glowing all around you. You are just surrounded and being restrained by like a glowing tube of leather, it feels like.
I still have my bonus action, right?
You do?
I suddenly appear next to Chetney on the hill.
Yeah.
I like how when Liam did his bonus action thing, I liked how he just described what people see. He just described that he appears next to someone else because he did a bonus action teleport or misty step or whatever it was. I'm glad he didn't name it too. He just describes what he did. Yeah, you know what? I have to say I'm impressed with Liam and this Taliesin. I like his turn too is solid.
This is
You all just see like as it opens his mouth, a little burp. And Orem appears kind of barely kind of holding on to
I don't know.
the edge.
Wow.
Hey, Pop. Oh.
It's also going to attempt to activate limbs. On a 1, 2, 3, it'll be 1. On a 4, 5, 6, it'll activate 2. On a 4.
Yeah, so the way I picture this, and the only way I can picture this, Captain, is because Liam did a good job of describing where his character was. His character was on top of the god's head that appears up from under the ground. And so he was on top of the head trying to gouge out the eyes. And then when the creature went to go get him, he got him and tossed him up into the air and then swallowed him, bit down on him. Horrible gashes, blood everywhere. And he went down the god's gullet until he used a bonus action which was a bit of a reaction, right? Because it wasn't his turn. I think that may have just been a little bit of a I'll let you live kind of thing. But he just did the thing. So that's what happened.
So
He gets 2.
Two more limbs.
What
limbs does he have?
What kind of lip?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't really care. Like it doesn't bother me. That's how he did it. It doesn't bother me. what I like about it is that he just described what people saw, and he spoke in the present tense for the most part.
Here comes. Here comes.
I already said it's not
The one, there's no one over there. That one is going to go ahead and attempt to do another meteoric slam.
Oh, it's not new.
Oh, it's not new limbs. It's activating the limb.
Meteoric slam. Use your eagle powers.
Is it already out?
This one, yeah. So that's going to be an attack against. No, Fern got pushed out of the range. No, it's going to do Ruinous Claw again.
Not Ruinous Claw. Are they like writing these down? Are they like write down the name of every move? Is it that important that you name all of your moves? By the powers of Grayskull. Ruinous Claw.
Against. You know what's going to do catapulting blow on you.
Oh, okay.
Catapulting.
That's
All this shit is made up.
25.
I'm sorry, not Ruinous Claw. Psych. Not Ruinous Claw. This is catapulting blow. Oh, okay. I just don't. I'm just not big into that. I think that you just describe, you don't waste any time on this.
Hello.
That's going to be. You take 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Reduced to
People are going to hate this video. I just know it. They're just going to hate it.
12. I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
bad. Well, I'm real bad. Yeah, I'm not good. Strength saving throw.
Yes.
All right.
I think you're.
I have
kind of
very
gray
light
area.
healing, but it's not.
I do not have advantage on this, do I?
You're raging, you do.
Oh, raging, I have advantage.
On
Okay.
any strength saving throw.
It's episode 120. Is this a new character?
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God. Thank you.
Well, you rolled one. What
I
was it?
did. It was 18.
18. So that roll again for your other one now.
My other one. Yeah, not as good. It was 18, 20. Oh, God, it was great. 20, 30. Yeah, strength save is great.
Strength
Good
save is
job.
fine.
Good to
Yeah.
see you, brother.
Okay. Gotcha. So the hand tries to grab you and throw you. And as it reaches for you, you kind of bear down, your feet sink somewhat into the ground, and you hold firm, and the hand just can't quite tear you from your current position before releasing you. Imogen, as you're backing up watching the field, suddenly there's a
What are these guys doing? Pay attention.
spray of rock to your side as
What are you doing?
bursting out of the ground. Another.
Oh, that's
And
spooky.
is now kind of reaching out into the air and is going to.
Look at this. Look at this setup. Here's the head. You see this? This is the head. This is obviously a flight stand to show a flying character. You get all these like crystal things. And then now you got this new hand, and look at the angle of this hand. It's just so like, wow. And then there's a hand here. Look at this. Do you need all this stuff though? Like, do you need it? I mean, it's nice. The WizKids battle cam. Assassin's Creed Shadows, making that cash. Good on you, sir. It'd be interesting if you had all of these props and then people didn't have out of character questions anymore. I mean, like, look at the terrain and the crystals. This is really something. It's really, really well done. But has it appreciably changed the nature of the game? Like, is it made it so there was greater clarity as to where things were? I don't know.
To attempt to claw into you.
But if its arm is that far out, it would have.
No, 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 no. Are you arguing with the game master? It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
A real hard time to get to the ground where I am.
You're true, and we'll see how it does. Well,
Look at that, boy! Oh boy, that is some miniature.
it's a 20.
You're true. But imagine.
It's
Nice paint job too.
It's weirdly more flexible than you'd expect. Does that hit your AC?
That hits me.
Okay. So you
Little
take...
baby. It's made of cartilage.
It's got no range.
He's got no kneecaps.
You take 22 points of slashing damage as it just strikes down and carves you, like pushing you against the wall. And you feel kind of the warm sting of its claws that cut across your torso and your shoulder.
Would that have been considered like weapon damage, just for my reference?
That would be...
Or
I don't know why you need to ask all this, but I guess you do.
It's a melee attack.
So it would have been considered
More or less weapon damage,
Okay.
you would say, yeah.
God.
So, but this attack crits on an 18 plus, so you're lucky you didn't roll that high. So its ruinous claw attack is done.
Why do you have to tell him that? I don't think you need to tell him that.
From that, and then it finishes its go with a... All right, so now it's used Miracle Devour.
Good for you. Gale-free, is that how you say it? Good for you. The solution is roleplay.
You see in the space around the head, the air just seems to kind of... That hum, that psychic hum, it's like louder and rhythmic. That's going to finish its turn, though. Fern, you're up with Brace on deck.
Hello. Okay.
Cycling up.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my scorching ray shots at 4th level and I'm gonna shoot it at the crystal all around his head. Try to take out all that
Are
crystal.
you sure you can't polymorph into a giant crystal arm or some shit?
Sure you can't shut up? It's not your turn.
A melee range.
Shut up.
Just
I have a question.
Well, I was pushed back.
You were pushed back 5 feet, but let me check one thing real fast.
Would this arm still have the same melee distance as the other arms? Or because
Why
it's
are you
really big, does
talking?
it have like
That one has
30?
a longer reach.
Ah!
That one looks pretty
This arm goes up to 11.
Yeah, that one has a 30-foot reach.
Can't she have a turn without you guys backseat driving the thing? I need another drink.
Jeez.
30-foot melee.
Yep.
Travis, shut up. Laura, sit down.
Yeah, but it,
Get just right at the base.
I was on his armpit.
Those are some long
You'd have a
nails,
hard
though.
time.
Those are some long nails. The nails technically.
The nails
like the
alone
height
would have nailed
that
that.
we are.
If you're within 5 feet of a hostile target, so no, you're fine.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's not,
All
it's
right.
not its attack range, it's 5 feet. I just should remind myself that rule. So
Okay. All right. Scorching ray at
Against
his
the head?
At the head, about all the crystal around the head.
At what level?
At 4th.
4th level. Okay, so it's going to be...
Don't, Matt, you don't have to remember all of this. It's her character. It's 120 sessions in. Is this the first time she's playing it?
Five scorching rays, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So let's start us off here. So we've
Oh,
got.
balls. We should have given ourselves one of those other boons.
I don't understand why you're talking. Why are you talking? What is this? What's going on here? I mean, it's just the highs and the lows, you know.
Anything else?
Anything else?
Buyer's regret.
Yeah.
23.
Okay, you've got 8 players. 1 player's missing. This guy here, I'm going to get his name wrong. He's not looking at the game master at all. He's looking the opposite direction of the game master. He's looking at something over off camera. I think he's looking at these guys who are chatting it up. So you have this one talking, these 3 chatting it up, someone missing, maybe a bathroom break. And this is the player who should be saying anything at all.
3.
23 hits.
Okay.
All right, 4 more.
That's higher. Yeah.
So that's another hit.
That's 24.
Alrighty. 3 more.
Natural 20.
Let's go!
All right.
Oh, and now all the chimps have to clap. All the trained. You know, if this is the reaction from just rolling a 20, couldn't we just get the same thing if all 9 people just sat around the table and just rolled dice until you get a 20? And then everyone on cue loses their minds because you rolled a 20 on my luck dice and I got the best one.
Hey, the middle finger is the crit.
Okay. But the other 2 hit still?
She's hit with all of them so far.
Okay.
That hits for sure.
All right.
That's 26.
Alrighty.
And that hits.
even
That's
better.
even
Oh my
better.
God.
Right. You just like after all this impact, watching your friends get thrown about, watching Orm get swallowed and just barely escaping the massive
Are you going to recap this whole thing? These narrations are just out of control.
arm breaking through. The intensity of this battlefield is anxiety-inducing, but you tapping into both the Ruidus born within you, the Fey strength that you have, and the flaming titan that exists, its echoes within your spirit. You hunker down and release 5 massive rapid-fire columns of arcane fire towards the head. So go ahead and roll 8d6, and then roll 2d6 and double that. So roll 8d6 first.
56. So that's
Legible dice.
I am, I promise. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm not using any of my keys. Okay.
No, it's good. Yeah, some good range.
So 16, 20, 28,
Yeah.
27.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay, 30. Wait.
Okay, 30 points
Right?
of fire
Did I just-
damage.
Why did you
And
say
then
20?
27.
Yeah, no, I think you missed.
Wait,
That's
10,
20,
16, 20, 24, 27,
7,
29.
27. Oh, yeah, it's
29.
29, 30. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
30.
Was that really necessary that you had to step in?
Points
So
of
30 points of fire
damage.
damage. Roll 2d6 and then double that
Okay.
from the crit that you hit with. Baby teeth dice.
Don't ever use the teeth.
I know.
You said you weren't
So
gonna use them.
4,
Double to 8.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, these are all sugar cubes.
and then
8 points of
No, she's not last. We still have Sam here.
damage. And an additional d6 from your form and an additional
a
d6.
D8 for my
Sorry,
form
D8 for
and
your
a
form.
D8 from Mister.
You got it.
So that's 4 points of damage
Total.
total.
All right, so a total of 42 points of fire damage on this round. Massive hits, flames curling up it.
It was so
No
hot,
big
it,
deal.
it shrunk your shirt, Laura.
I know. It's like,
Yeah,
whoa. Look at all this excessive heat.
That's why I don't do it.
Can't pull my sleeves down.
Awesome. So that's your action on your turn. You
Not
have
in
a
the
bonus
section.
and movement.
Okay. So for movement,
You can move anywhere within 15 feet of that hand without escaping its combat range. However, you are also within the attack range of
I'm
the
in
massive
kind
hand.
of like a bad spot. I kind of just want to move out of its like, if it's
Like here.
like maybe to the
That's about as far as you can get without leaving that
Okay.
hand's melee.
All right, I will do that, and
you are
then
technically that would move you out of the melee of that hand.
Oh boy.
Didn't that
He did
hand already
damage to
use
me.
its reaction, or that was before its turn?
That's true. I mean,
I don't
No.
actually know.
they
It
each
didn't-
have their own
it did
independent
not work.
Oh, of
reactions.
course they should.
Okay, and then Mister's gonna throw some shit.
Go for it, Mister.
Do this, Mister.
That is that's 60. Nice.
16 plus.
Again, all these people talking. It's just so much crosstalk. It's just so hard to.
28.
28. That's a hit.
Okay, so that's
It's like
Why is this whole side of the table just never paying attention?
balls it up, gets ready, burning up the side. If a massive kaiju could look incredulous at being shat on from a monkey, it would be.
Yeah. Boston John, it's 100% correct. There's too many players here.
Wait, it's 2d6. One second.
that will be 9 points of damage.
Alrighty, another 9 points of damage. Alrighty. That's 51 points of damage in that round, Fern. Not too bad.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Is that what's that called there, folks? My DPR? Is that my damage per round? Are we role playing yet?
My girlfriend.
That finishes Fern's go. Brace, you're up.
Sorry.
With Dorian
It's
on
my
deck.
turn. Oh, God.
It's your turn. Finally. Right?
Boy, I don't know.
Okay.
Wait a second. Has she had a turn? Has she had a turn yet? I can't remember. Uh-oh.
I'm going to hit it.
I think she has.
I'll bonus action. I'll cast Staggering Strike at fourth level.
Actually, you know what? Hold that. At the end of Fern's turn, it's going to go ahead.
Change your mind. No.
At the end of Fern's turn, it's going to go ahead and spend one of its legendary actions to use telekinetic vacuum.
Not telekinetic vacuum. Well, at least it's not ruinous claw or catapult. These names. Just describe what happens. Just describe what they can see. Is there a text that appears floating in the air above the enemy when it does its special move?
Just such a mess in here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Let's see.
dust.
Orem.
Yeah. I know. Actually,
It's frustrated that you got away.
Yes.
No, you know what? The one that really got away and vanished is Laudna. Laudna, make a strength save for me.
No!
Does it know where Aladdin is? Does it have tremor sense?
are you kidding me, Travis?
You guys know.
Dig deep! Even if she rolls it, it's not. Even with a crit, that's the only way.
What? Did he say your character? Why are you talking?
It's the only way.
Do it. Then just do it.
It's on the bow die. It's on the bow die. Crit!
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
I can't. I can't believe that.
That bow dice fucking rocks.
You guys Babe Ruthing this shit is crazy.
Everybody start yelling at your dice.
That's all you guys do. Everything, just roll at the dice. Oh, man. Yeah, you know what, Dave? Let's see some receipts on this.
So that like buzzing sensation in the air suddenly gets oppressively angry around you, Laudna, and you feel like this energy.
You're lucky I know what meme you're talking about. You don't have to like this, but this is peak role playing, peak performance. No, I bet most of your games are better than this.
Energy is starting to pull you from the rock. Your feet start to lift up. You just grab and buckle down, the shadow in your body extending into shadow claws as you dig them into the nearby rock, and you just hunker down until eventually it fades. No effect. Right, continue your turn.
Okay. I will activate Staggering Smite.
I can't believe that shit.
And I will shout at the beast, my God will reward me when I smite you. And I will swing. I will swing big, and I will roll a... Jesus, what is that?
What's this? Regarding the re-narration, did you see the Netflix thing where they have to have characters state what they're doing? It's because people don't pay attention and watch the screen. Okay. I don't like the re-narration. It's
17? No,
that one.
That one.
Oh, that's out.
Oh, that's
7.
terrible. Wait, but I have pluses. That's a 20. That doesn't hit, does it?
20 against the head?
Against the head.
That does not hit.
Okay.
22.
22.
I will roll again. I will.
But you're
attack
moving. You're
again.
moving into melee with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Second attack. Much better. That's a natural 20.
That's an dang. Okay.
Yeah.
what? Do the thing, everybody. Do the thing. He rolled the 20. Do the thing. Wait, why aren't you reacting?
Yes.
Okay.
Because she's texting someone on her phone. Do they not pay you enough for these episodes that you can put your phone away?
So that hits. So that is, oh boy. Oh God. Too much math.
Here we go. Let's go.
I doubled everything.
Do you think that's what it is, Max? Do you think this is we're reacting, for the people that are on the live link or whatever? Can you believe this? Emoji, emoji, emoji. Knowing her, it's going to be an eggplant emoji.
No, not the smite.
Just
No, you
anything
double
you
Any
roll.
dice you roll.
So the spell does how much extra damage?
The spell that I cast is a 4th level spell, and it does an extra 4d6 damage.
All right. So roll your weapon damage,
Okay.
including your general like.
Why do you have to give tutorials like this? It's episode 120. Did he miss the other 119 episodes?
Divine special D8 or whatever.
Yes. So weapon damage is just 11 points.
So 11 points in the dice.
Mhm.
All right. Go ahead and roll your 46.
Wait, are these two strategizing for their next turn? Okay. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this. I just picked the end of the most recent one that they had. This is from 3 months ago. I know I'm going to get the critters are going to come after me 100%. You don't understand, and this is it, and there's all this other thing. Look, I'm just watching the game, right? Do I have to watch 119 episodes to figure out what's going on here? Man, that's a pretty big time investment, isn't it? All I'm looking at, I'm not criticizing the setup or whatever. I'm just looking to see how they role play. Oh yeah, they're 100% they're coming after me. They are 100% coming after me. It's okay. I got round shoulders.
15.
Okay, so that's 26. All right, so now go ahead and roll. Are you smiting as well, or?
I can also divine smite, right?
Yes, you can.
Yes, I only have a level 3 spot left.
Sam, I was expecting more from you. I really was. I was hoping this was going to be another Liam kind of situation.
Level 3 spots left, right? Is that right? So it has to be
All right, we'll use
bigger.
Divine Smite.
Where's my spells? Nope, I'm out of 3s. Oh no, I have a 3. Yes, so I'll use 3. So that's 3d8. That's these 2
Giving
plus.
off Jeff Goldblum energy.
I believe it's 2d8 for the first level, and then it's additional ones for it, right? So it'd be 48.
You're totally right. That's terrible. 9.
Why is you guys are not? It's not fair to Matt that you are relying on him to know everything about your character. There's 8 of you.
Points of divine smite.
Okay, so that's 26 goes to 35, doubled to 70. Plus, what's your weapon damage bonus?
7.
So 77 points of
I
damage.
think
Whoa.
actually pretty nice.
Yes. And because I hit him with this staggering smite, he must make a wisdom saving throw. On a
Okay.
failed save of wisdom 19, bad things will be.
23. Sorry. Take your measly 77 points of damage.
That's crazy.
But that heavy strike, the first one as it swings wide, like the head pulls back and you just catch the edges of crystal, and your poison pen kind of flickers off the crystals. You angrily spin back, and as you do, you feel the surge of power granted you by your deity. That vengeful fury of the hells below.
Do you know what this is? This is just teaching the players that you're just going to sit here and I'm going to tell you a cool story about yourself. Here's a cool story about your character.
Oh, you channel them into yourself. And please describe to me the color of your smite, if you don't mind.
It's usually black ichor that sprays all over the place, but in my furious rage, fueled by Asmodeus, flecks of red start to dance in the smite, and in fact, my black and white body starts to take on sort of a red sheen. And
Was this the Hell's Bells? Is that what this is? The Red End? I don't know. It was posted 3 months ago on their channel. I don't know what that means.
you see me now less as a.
Yeah. Tell me the smell of your smite. Never ask. When dealing with gamers, never engage the olfactory senses. Ever. Lesson learned.
Cowman and more as a devil man, because the white and gray fur is starting to become red.
Is that why you don't have a cow face?
That's right.
All right, does that finish your turn?
Yes.
Also,
Oh no, I'm gonna move.
Okay, you still have 20 more feet of movement.
I'm going to stay within melee with it, but rock.
You know what? I hate this thing. I hate this. Hey, I'm going to move, but I'm going to stay within where it can hit me so he doesn't get an attack of opportunity. How do you know that? How does your character know that? I mean, the player might know that, but does the character know that? Does the character in the world know exactly how far this thing could hit? And I'll just stay within it so I don't get that, oh no, I can't trigger the attack of opportunity. So I won't, because I can, as the player, I can know exactly what his range is, and I know all of this. And thankfully, I've been endowed with these laser rangefinder eyeballs that let me tell me exactly where I am in relation to this down to the inch, so that I can avoid all of the bad things that could possibly happen.
Rock to the right.
Okay.
Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop.
You will leave the melee range of the hand.
Okay. Bring it.
Correct, because that one did. No, that one already took a
reaction.
No, that one took a reaction on you,
reaction
so
on
it's
me.
not. So you just can move aside. You're right. I was like, no, that one already took one. Okay, that finishes your go,
That's
Reyes. Dorian, you're up with
And
Chetney on deck.
2 more.
That wasn't the last turn of the round? I lost track.
Points of damage for Mister
How do you want to do this?
for his flame escape. Because I added +4, but it's a +6.
Monkey.
No, that's
is the
great.
Final killing.
You know what? This thing here, what she just did, I'm sorry. You said the number, it is what the number is. We're not going back and changing things. Sometimes you'll be a little over, sometimes you'll be a little under. We can't continue to go back and forth and back and forth.
All right. Dorian, you're up to Chetney on deck.
Yeah, I think Dorian, after watching just
Okay, so there it is. That's 1 round. 1 round. Just for interest's sake, in the world, how much time has elapsed? Six seconds. So that means at this rate, we'll be able to play 30 seconds of game time. 30 seconds, if we're lucky, in a 4-hour session. I don't know. Let's skip ahead. Let's look at past the break. We're now into, where are we? Let's look at hour 40. It goes to hour 40. It almost goes to there. No, we're not going to go. Let's go to, just trying to see here.
Finishes. Brothos is going to roll to see if he gets. No, does not get miracle power.
Same combat, by the way. It's the same combat. We still got the hands. We still got the head. It's the same combat. We're now at time stamp, what, 3:46, 3 hours 46. There's a little bit of a bump here in viewership right there. So let's see. That's probably where someone rolled a 20. That's what I'm guessing.
It's the instrument of the one that first brought you all together. The silver.
Oh, something's happened. Something happens. We still have claws. Silver symbol of Esteros.
Symbol of Esteros.
That's
I
right.
even said it right. How about that?
Carving into the back of this creature's head, with each thunderous blast in its back, more crystals spreading and flying. You don't even have a visual range on if your friends are safe or not in the moment, as you are just giving into the woven urge to destroy and just hacking at it from behind.
That's all I've got.
Finishes your turn, Chetney. All right. That's going to bring us to initiative count 20.
Okay, so initial count 20. That means we just started around back here, right? Where he's standing up.
Chetney's over in the corner with one leg hiked up in the air, just trying to lick his own.
Oh, I'm so glad that we rewound it for that. I'm so glad.
I've always wanted to try this.
Now's the time. Yeah. So I think just weekly, I will use my 15 feet to just fly straight up from where I'm at.
Okay, your
yeah.
flying speed is what?
40.
40. So I'll give you, so half of that'd be 20, I'd say.
I'm
So
just kind of
20.
trying to go above everyone and straight down.
Okay, let's just go right. Let's just skip to the chase here. Where are we here? Is this still, are they still playing, or is this just a recap?
Thing remotely viewing the space we are at. I would like someone to roll a D100 for me, please.
D100 now. There's a dice for you.
Chetney's good at that.
Yeah. There's one thing I'm good for. Hold on the nipples. 74.
That's good.
74 is an on-target roll.
Yes.
Not but a moment later, there's a swirl of energy, a plume of kind of red-green flame and dust, and there standing next to you, you see the beautiful image of Plane Rider Rin. Still looking a bit frazzled, a bit dusty, as they appear in. Yes. My, quite a pickle you've all found yourselves in. First off, thank you very much for the assist.
I'm sorry we looked a little spooky earlier.
You see, like they've taken their.
I guess we missed the end of the combat, but where are we at? 4.5 hours in? Man. It's it must be an acquired taste. Is that true? Is Critical Role an acquired taste? I just don't have the I haven't acquired it yet. I have to watch another 120 episodes. I can't do it. I just can't. What I find frustrating is that seems like I find a lot of things frustrating. I find it quite frustrating that we talk about things like, oh, well, learn from the masters, and then they say the things they say that we should be learning from the masters, and I watch what they say, and one of the things they say about our friend Matt here is that he's really good at combat and making combat fast and dynamic. And I think he does some good things. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. For his fans out there, I mean, he's really good with voices. He's a professional voice actor. His descriptions are pretty good, but I feel like there's way too much re-narration. I don't know. Just and then you'll meet people and they're like, yeah, we want to have a game like Critical Role. And I'm like, well, what do you mean exactly? What is I want to have a game just like Critical Role. What is that? Can you tell me what that is? What is a game just like Critical Role? This is important. You don't have to game like this. It's not even that hard. What I'm gonna say is, because I have had a bit of pushback on this. It says, hey, Crispy, why are you so fixated on just having faster turns? Well, a part of it is because I watch games like this and I say to myself, there's got to be a better way than this. It took 50 plus minutes for them to go through 6 seconds of combat. Why? And we had glimpses of something that would be better. Like I thought Liam was good. I thought Taliesin is good. So many out of character questions. Every turn starts with a bunch of them, and then they go from there. And then there's so much crosstalk. Why? What is with the crosstalk? You got 8 players, dude. That you can't have it. You just can't have it. Liam's turn was right. You know what? You're right. Liam's turn was. This is a good model. Liam's turn was good, and the reason why Liam's turn was good is because, for the most part, he spoke in present tense. He said what he was doing. He described what he was doing. He didn't bother to, hey, here's my special super duper move. My atomic pile driver. My action figure has this move. It was much better. It was more in character. I thought it was really good. 4 hours of combat. 4 hours. Wow. And not just 4 hours like of a running combat where things are changing and now they're in a different map and all of this. No. It was 4 hours in the same place with the same enemy. Maybe I just don't have the attention for that. Why? I don't know. I'm not sure why everyone thought, I mean, you gotta really look at Critical Role. Everyone got all these comments. Critical Role. I don't know. I can already anticipate a little bit what's going to be happening next. The next thing that happens, someone stumbles across this, and they'll say, "Oh, you just picked the wrong episode." What? I don't know. I'm just not sure that it's much different. I've talked to others, and they're like, you know what? They're all kind of like this. It's not my cup of tea. Maybe it's yours. I think that this had. These are all professionals, right? These are professionals. They professionals, actors, what have you, thespians, voice actors. Just imagine how different their games would be if they stayed in character the whole time. Can you imagine what that would look like? They can all do cool voices. Watch some videos with my friend Max this afternoon. Go check him out, Max Boivin. And a lot of the advice videos were like, you got to have this cool tone. I do ask this, but you know what? What is the next episode? And there's just no end to it. There's just no end to it. Anyway, what I was saying is, a lot of these advice videos were saying things like, hey, if you just get a cool voice, then that is going to prevent your players from being murder hobos. If you can do cool voices. I mean, here we have, sit around this table, 9, I don't know about the one guy, but let's say 9 voice actors, 9 professional voice actors. Why can't they just stay in character? Yeah, you noticed that? Yeah, I changed the plot. I was playing around with it. You just need to watch all the episodes, then you'll get it. What's wrong with you? You have to invest how many hours? 400 hours? Think about how much better your game would be if you spent 400 hours practicing on your game and being in character and doing things, playing games, rather than 400 hours spectating someone else's game. You know what? I'm really appreciative of that, Joshua, because my goal is that you can watch this and say, hey, wait a second. Why are we trying to emulate something? We shouldn't be emulating this. And then I'm here saying, angry man shouting at clouds, saying the solution is try to lean into the role play of your games. Lean into it. And notice when I was all praising Liam in his turn, I wasn't praising his cool voice. He put some kind of affectation on for his voice. I didn't even notice that. What I praised was this. Spoke as the character, described where the character was, what the character was attempting. That's it. That's it. Don't ask questions, just describe. If you need more information, describe it in character and look around. I look over at the wounds on the head, looking for a weakness. That's what I'm looking for. Try it. Just try it sometime. Try it. Say, hey, you know what, guys? For this game, we're going to try to stay in character, and we're not going to be asking out-of-character questions. Like, oh, how are we going to do that? What if I don't know the exact dimensions of the room? I don't know. What do you think? Do you have a combat video? Oh, dude, thank you for letting me know. I'll take a look. Still looking for like real good actionable advice, and I found one I thought was really good. Oh, really good. I thought he had some good ideas, some interesting ideas. They were new. I hadn't heard them before, and so I watched them, and then I watched this game, and guess what? He wasn't using his own ideas. Kind of disappointed with that, to be honest. You know, this I'm just gonna spend a couple minutes talking about this next. I loathe the artificial, what do we call it? Distinction between roleplay and combat and exploration. I hate that distinction that's made. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, this isn't a roleplay session. We're going to have a combat session. I hate that. I hate that. Why? Why is that separated? Oh, you don't understand, Crispy. Well, the role play thing, that's when we're talking to like shopkeepers, or we're just shooting the breeze. And then we don't, no one says where they are, no one describes any actions, there's absolutely no anchoring, they're all just talking heads. But that's okay, because we call that role play. Oh, it's when we're talking to the guard. That's gonna be role play, but that's not there. We're just doing the combat thing now, where I can just tell you my named moves. I reject what I see as a artificial distinction between the different segments of play. Because I maintain, and I'm not the only one, that combat is much more memorable when it's in character. Exploration should be done in character. Combat, way smoother if you're in character. Oh, but that means that I'm not going to be able to know exactly what's going on all around me. Yes, that's exactly what it means. Because combat should have a bit of a fog of war to it, not a top-down omniscient view. I really don't like that distinction. It's an artificial distinction. Space Roadie says here, it's an artificial distinction. It's and it is faster, but more than just being the speed of it, it's just more in keeping with the whole design. Why is it, do you think? Why is it that I'm not a game designer? Why is it that they design these games with a 6-second combat round? 6 seconds. Why do they say that? What is the purpose? Why isn't it 6 minutes? 6 seconds. Oh, okay, because it's supposed to be fast, right? 6 seconds. And then it leads to this. 50 minutes for 6 seconds. See, Rody. Space Rody, by the way, has a new product out. You need to check it out. It's called Blood Junkies on Drive-Thru RPG. Check it out. It's a D100 vampire game. Go look at it. It's awesome. Check it out. Check it out. Highly recommended. And an excellent GM, by the way, Space Roadie. Excellent. Go watch our game. This is what I'm talking about. Go watch the vampire game. I am not a vampire expert. It was my first time ever playing in a vampire game. Ever. See how it flows. We're trying to show, not just tell. It's just different. It's a lot different. And what you'll see in that game is you'll see, now, we'll just look, not for the faint of heart, the vampire game. There's definitely some language. And it's a vampire game. Like, it's kind of bloody. And you'll see 3 players being in character for the entire duration of the game. It's not very long. And you'll see a game master. It doesn't move us around. There's no teleportation of whatever. And we're not all tied at the hip. It's not perfect. There's mistakes that are made. For example, I forgot that I got a ride with an NPC to another scene towards the end. I forgot my motorcycle was left at a Waffle House in Las Vegas. Not a big deal. So it's not perfect. I made some mistakes here and there. Again, it was my first time playing a vampire game. But the point is, you'll see us doing stuff that's in character. What do we got here? 23 Stout Sticks says, I haven't seen it here before. Thank you for joining us. If they stayed in character, each episode could be used as a portfolio. Of course it could. The crosstalk demonstrates they always interrupt the directory. Maybe, who knows? Who knows? I think that there's a missed opportunity here. Because if they stayed in character, and they still rolled the dice, I mean, I toned down the the exuberance over one number appearing on the dice. Like that gets a little much for me. Let's change track here. Try it. Bring it down a little bit. What are some of the good things that happen? Well, I thought Liam's turn was good. Again, I appreciate Matt's his sound effects and stuff like that. He's really good at it. It's something I'm working on. He has good descriptions. He's very cinematic in his descriptions. I just don't think it's necessary for the game master to be re-narrating things. Liam showed that it's possible for the players to narrate their moves and have it make sense. So I think that's some good things. I mean, the terrain was awesome, but yeah, it seemed. I agree with you, Matt or Max. It did seem a little much, and could be shared. We can share that burden, so that it's not a burden, and then you get a different flavor. That's the other exciting thing about it. If you can let go of the reins a little bit, have the players describe what their moves look like, their actions look like, you'll get surprising things. It's not narration with the same flavor from the same narrator. You're getting everyone talking about it. And yeah, this is just good. This is good table etiquette, really. Take a step back, you let others do their thing. And then it's interesting because you can see when they do that, they have a slightly different perspective. They're imagining the scene a little differently. And that's interesting. What I find interesting about that, as we talk about it afterwards, is that the game was still cohesive, that the world still could feel real, even though we had slightly different interpretations of the scene. And yet, it still worked. What do we got here? Yeah, exactly. Said that there can be an economy of description. Do you know in Z's game, the 5th edition game, you know who does this really well is Calvin. That's Yekrep. He's playing this little kobold druid guy. His descriptions, his turns are very brief. He knows how to describe things in such a way that I can picture it. I don't know, maybe I'm just connecting with that particular character, whatever it is, but every time he has a turn, I think I can see this scene. I can see what he's doing. And yet his turns are brief. Very brief. So I got the impression too. Z, I got the impression that on Liam's turn, he was in character for at least most of that turn. And here's the other thing. And Bleaknick, you're 100% on with this. 100% on. As everyone does this, the resolution of the scene gets higher and higher and higher until the point where everyone can kind of feel like they're there. Like this started off as kind of a little vague, but as we each on our turn describe where we are and what we're doing, it becomes even more defined. Yeah. You know what? We've seen some good players, and that's what gives me hope, right? You know what? There are people out there that really want to be in character, that really want to role play. I'm thinking about what is some of the the mystic. What was it? Mystic. I can't remember the name of it. It was a Mothership. It was the Mothership game, and there was a guy playing an android, and the android player, fantastic, just really good. Was that mystery? Is that mystery? Something Mystery Quest? Is that what it was? Mystery. I can't remember now. There's good players out there, and you know what? You can be a good player too, like Yekrep, just a natural. And Well, what does it take? What does it take? It takes staying where you are, saying what you're doing. Yeah, it was Mystery Quest. Thank you, Elf. And just you don't come out of character. Stay in character. No more out of character questions. Say no. Really, well, I thank everyone that dropped by for this. Long time coming. Full disclosure, I have watched this session. Are there other sessions? I'm sure there are other sessions. This one stood out in my mind because of kind of the, hey, do what Matt Mercer does. And I do think there are some things that Matt does that are worthy of emulation. I do think there's some things that could even improve this game, just like there's stuff that can improve my game. Appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking around for this and the long one. Appreciate that. I'm stealing myself for the blowback. It is coming. Boy, is it ever. It's okay. The play is worth it. Appreciate all you guys. Thanks for sticking around, those that did. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, we really appreciate all of the support. I was thinking about this. I'm getting all these people joining in, new subscribers. And I thought, you know what, maybe something we should do is do some kind of ask me anything or some kind of something just to say thanks to everybody that's joined in. We're still tiny, and that's okay, because I'm not really concerned about that. What I'm concerned about is how do we improve our games? How do we do things that are practical that'll make it so that we're getting even more out of this hobby that we love? I'm convinced there are things we can do, and stick around. We're going to explore it together. Thank you very much. I will look forward to our next adventure together. Have a good night.